game too.
Yeah, but yeah, they're brothers, all right.
They're a relation in every way possible, and it's a fantastic allegory for how we go through life. We all learned something.
But we can choose not to. We can choose to be blind.
But in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
I guess.
King Lear is a great play.
Oh, it is. It is. I agree.
I don't really give a shit about whether you agree.
Wow. So why aren't you laughing throughout this entire match like you said you would?
Why are you laughing? I will give you $5 if you know which movie I'm referencing there.
Sorry, don't know what.
Apology not accepted.
Which movie is it?
Running Man.
Ah, no, pass.
I love that movie. It's my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Anders is kind of running a train on Jordan right now.
Yeah. Wait, why is it Enders and Jordan? Why can't it just be Enders and Incendiate or?
Oh,
well, that's
yeah, I
that's
forgot. This is a team kill.
Yeah. I just looked at the stream. Yeah, get that in there.
I mean, it doesn't have the team name in his tag.
He's working on it. Give him
a sec. He's working on it? How hard? How hard can it be?
He's typing words in the computer. Hold on. Give him a moment.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh no, combo drop.
There we go.
And ashes on whiff, and then loses a third of his life for good measure.
Oof. Just mashing it out with the B gets the counter hit. Yeah, maybe not necessarily what Enders actually wanted.
That's a good answer. You would just think you would go into service embrace, but he had the 2A perfectly with that jump hit.
Yeah, there's probably a lot that's going on here that we're not necessarily seeing on the screen, just due to the fact that these guys have played so much against each other.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We're assuming it's going to be Oki and Yomi levels 1 through 5, but these guys are on like level like 105.
Could he have gotten a ring out with that awkward angle? Is that
I
possible?
don't think so. And just due to the hesitation, I respect his decision to just go for like as much damage as he could. Well, okay. I still think he made the correct decision. He also did get the lethal hit, just in case you missed it.
I did miss it.
Okay, so he's gonna have full bar plus the lethal hit. So this is going to be tough for Incendiate to get away from unless he gets the ring out. Ooh, nice GDR punish.
Oh, here we go. Ow.
And here we go. A jumpy, huh?
Oh yeah, he's violent.
I guess I wasn't expecting that. Trying to get that ring out. Gotta make sure you're not overextending, Enders. That's how you lost Winners Finals.
First by the edge, though. Dangerous.
Man, this is the age-old classic. What wins in a fight? A whip or guns?
Yep. Classic.
And he got it. All right. See, a lot of people in the chat talking about guns, but I don't know. Really kind of depends on the context, you know?
Yeah, the gun could have no bullets in it.
Yeah, notice that I said a whip versus a gun. I didn't say a loaded gun.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Whip can be possessed by a magical force.
Fear me!
Well, so could the gun.
That's true. Sure, the gun could also be possessed. Spirit gun.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I got here all night. Here all night.
Free association, motherfucker.
Yeah, really working my brain here today.
Yeah, that's what I'm here to do. Definitely not to have fun. Oh wow.
God.
Okay.
Back to back.
Yeah. Got him working side to side. Oh, doesn't get the full thing, huh? Important to note that when she goes through those lashes on that whip that's better than some guns, if she doesn't go through the entire string, she is unsafe.
Incendiate trying to sneak in a lot of command throws and Ender's offense, but he's poking too tightly to get hit by these throws, man.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. Yeah, Ender's looking, really wants to get that run back.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Very safe and solid.
Oh, what?
The old duck stand, duck stand, duck stand, duck, and then get lethal hit. I don't think that's game yet. I might be wrong. Yeah, if he decides to spend bar, then I... Wow, this is going on for a really long time. Okay, never mind. Wow. Well, pardon me, all the hell. Trying so hard to get that, that punch into gunshot thing to work, and it's just like both with Exander and Incendiate, it's just never hitting.
Like a square peg in a circle hole.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
No push throw, but still damage obtained.
Yeah, that's probably why the grab it was successful. Wow, okay. Evens it up with one grab.
That's Ivy.
Both with full bar. Doesn't actually get the wall balance, so he doesn't actually get any damage there.
Oh, that looked very janky.
Yeah, the graphics on the was essentially telling Incendiate that you're really mean for using these moves. Tried to go for a just him command grab again.
Oh, was this gonna connect?
Going the other direction. Yeah, you have to be very careful of that, and was just as careful as you needed to be, because I believe there are hitboxes behind.
Like all the way behind, like how it appears?
Like directly behind her? I believe so.
Oh, man.
I might be wrong on that. If chat wants to disagree with me, I really don't care.
Yeah, if you have something to say, I mean, like, you can suggest some boxes right
There's
there.
a wall over there, you can tell him. And yes, I apologize for assuming the wall's gendered.
There's Twitter, you can always, you know, tweet us and then hope we respond.
We won't. But
We might.
there's always hope. And, you know, hope is a good thing. Maybe the best of things.
Shooter!
Best part of that is that hope never dies. Very unlike Cervantes. Very even meter. Probably gonna see 2 bars from both unless somebody goes through a landslide. It doesn't seem like either of them are really kind of going for that. Good auto GI. Oh, very scary. There's definitely no ring out there. Yeah, definitely have to spend the bar there.
I'll deal with that.
Okay, guess the command grab.
All the damage.
Oh, pseudo risky punish on that 3D. Doesn't try to punish at that time. I respect the change. Ah, doesn't get the block. So that's 2, right? 2
Yes,
for him.
2. Yes.
Yeah. Trying to figure out, like, what would he want to do? What does Incendiate want to do? He just has to be right more often, right?
Yeah, but like the beginning of that final round, Incendiate kind of changed things up. He was using a lot of like 1A and 2A, like little pokes, to kind of just open them up, get little pecks in to get the damage lead. Then he started doing more and more things, and that's when Ender started doing his auto GIs and the ball got rolling.
Yeah, it really seemed like he wanted to go for something that was safe and non-committal, but the fact of the matter was that even though he was right on those non-committal things, I mean, that's the, you know, that's the bad side of non-committal things, is that you're not really going to get that much damage. And it's tough for Cervantes to not get a lot of damage.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like there's like an ideal length of time you should be content with getting small hits here and there, especially if they're adding up.
I mean, there's an ideal length of time for anything. For a Soul Calibur match, 7 minutes.
It's short.
No, it's not. Not if you do it right.
Oh, pardon me. You gotta
Yeah.
do it right.
Yeah.
What makes a match right in your eyes?
How many minutes does it take?
Okay. That's it.
Next question.
What's your go-to order at a Sonic?
I've never been.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not really in my area.
Well, he's dead with this 2-2A lethal hit.
You ever play Sonic Spinball?
No, I played the pinball on the Genesis when I was like 4.
Sonic Spinball is like Sonic the Hedgehog, but with pinball. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a really bad game.
Most Sonic games are.
Yeah. Not the 2D ones.
Nah, they all suck.
Ah, come on, Sonic 2?
Sonic was never good.
No, you're wrong.
I enjoy Sonic 2 a lot.
This is just somebody who's trying to like create an upstorm in the Twitch and be like, you know what the worst game I ever played? Ocarina of Time.
Overrated.
Yeah.
It's like under
Oh
reach.
wow, nice punish. Oh, never mind. It definitely was gonna reach because it definitely goes very far, but I guess it just wasn't fast enough.
16.
I have no idea how fast Circus CE is.
A lot of distance to cover though, so maybe you lose active frame.
Yeah, maybe. Alrighty, well, Incendiate's bringing this back. Looks like he's definitely getting a significantly more success with the scrappy infighting that we were talking about before. Making sure that Enders doesn't get into those heavy damage bonuses. Also, Enders is kind of screwing up a lot of situations. Not getting those ducks on those strings, that's bad news. Not breaking those grabs, that's bad news. Oh, wow. And, yeah. It was just more of the same bad news over and over again. Like, you know, like in old-timey movies where it's like that kid on like the sidewalk just being like, extra, extra, like, and it's like special breaking news. It's never like that kind of news that we just saw where it's just like normal, average kind of stuff, like regular morning paper, mediocre news, trends continue.
I really don't know where you're going with this.
Where am I going with anything if you really think about it?
Yeah, what does it mean in the vast expanse of the universe? We're just
Google
little,
Maps just get us there.
little ants on a pale blue dot in the middle of the Milky Way galaxy.
Alright, ants are significantly more cooperative with each other than we are. So I think you're giving us way too much credit.
Fair enough.
Yeah, ants get in their own little hole and everything.
Yeah, they build societies.
It would be really awesome if we had holes.
That could be taken many ways.
Only if you want to.
Calibur, though.
What
Soul
about it?
Calibur is great. I love Soul Calibur.
Yeah, it's pretty great sometimes. A lot of spacing out here. I'm kind of curious as to why Enders would want this stage again.
Picked it?
Well, I guess I don't know. I just kind of assumed because we got the same stage. You know what? That's my mistake for expecting that to be the case. Alright, it looks like Enders is trying to like go back to like a small scrappy style to try and match Ivy's. Kind of working, yeah. Man, we're seeing a lot of that move now, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's generally safe, low, horizontal, you know? Oh, big read.
Yes on the A, nice. It's like the first time I've actually seen Incendiate be correct about a reverse ledge. It's definitely been hurting him quite a lot.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, just enough.
Yeah, no, like, if I was Incendiate, I would have just, like, yeah, I'm not, so what am I to say? But I feel like at that point, like, in that kind of, like, sketchy spacing, when you're Ivy, get out of there, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to become a sketch artist. Pops the soul charge. Getting a little bit ambitious here, but it's working out. Oh, got the wall hit, but wasn't expecting it. Elbows Ivy in the face. It's gonna get the wall hit here too.
Always looks funny when you like look like you exit that hitbox, but instead like part of your body is slightly in it, so you get dragged back.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Central wall pressure here, but yeah, blocks it out. Good job. A lot of kicks, a lot of not using our weapons.
Tuned in on the
Alright.
rhythm.
Good games to all. Enders definitely on the up and up when it comes to dealing with Incendiate, so he's gonna get his run back.
Okay. (3-1) for EndersJ. And now we're back to Pirates in Grand Finals. Fantastic.
You guys know the Pirates of Penzance?
I do.
Cool.
That's it.
What do you want? You want to sing a song?
I mean, I did use what's it called? The General song as an audition song once.
The Modern Major General.
Yeah, I did.
That's a lot of words.
It is. The main reason I would use those material as audition material is that it was free. So
Yeah, that's a good point. Plus, it does show off your articulation.
Yeah.
If there was any articulation to show off.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, right? It shows off articulation.
I don't know. That seemed pretty sardonic.
I really don't understand why people get this impression of me, and frankly, I consider it, maybe criminal.
Meanwhile,
It's already ready.
Arturo, how's that SSD cooking?
I'm just gonna let it rock at this point. So like, just go
Okay.
ahead. Yeah.
Should we just run it?
Yeah, just run it. Just run it.
All right, we going all into memory. Let's go. Okay, so Grand Finals, NLBC Soul Calibur 6, 8th iteration. We've got
to the stage of history.
Team Davis's EndersJ versus Team Maryland guys, Exander. I'm sorry.
Surely it's a little bit more eloquent than that,
I'm
right?
sorry, Maryland. I botched that.
Please don't go to that exact same stage that you did last time.
All right. Does that not entice you?
No, well, it's just difficult to tell them apart. Because they both wear, like, gray costumes on a gray stage.
Why can't one wear like a cowboy hat or something, or like a fedora?
I often ask that every time I'm talked to by somebody on the street.
Where's your fedora, brother?
Give me a cowboy hat. Hi, my name is Cowboy Hat. One fedora, please.
Alright, we stacking gunshots.
One of us is.
They are Discord again.
Oh.
It's definitely looking like shirts and skins right now.
That's one way to look at it.
Ooh, gets the punishment. That's probably going to be the round, assuming he doesn't screw it up. And he didn't go for the IGDR, instead he went for the stack, so really good knowledge as to how much damage you're actually getting on your combos. Maybe not so much with the whole whipping IGDR. What do you think? Maybe not so much with, like, doing the exact tactic that your opponent did that will cost him the round. What do you think?
Yeah, it's just some of those Survey players, those preemptive IGDRs that end up being nothing.
Yeah. Survey players are very much like, they're so into the idea that that they want to whip punish with IGDR that they look dumb,
They look in the future and like it will happen, and then they do it, but it's just the timeline.
Well, it's more like it could happen. Wow, a slight sidestep right back into Cervantes' field of range. Gets the lethal hit. Let's see if Anders kind of falls into the same traps that he was doing before, where he was so adamant about getting that lethal hit that, one, he never got it, and two, he lost the game.
Exander does not want him near him. Oh dear. I don't know
the
about
exact
that.
same way about Enders. Alright, so 2 bars. He's gonna potentially get a bonus bar. Oh, the 1A's, okay.
Right, we've established this again.
And it was Exander who did it first. Everybody remember how it started. It was the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. Ooh, okay. This might be the first time that we might see Exander end up getting the, well, he's going for that 3B plus K as the punish off of the While Rising A. I'm not actually sure that works. Maybe it does, I don't know. Looking pretty rough for Exander right now. But he does have the off-the-wall stuff. Okay, there we go. Ender's taking a page out of Exander's book.
While Rising A, baby.
While Rising A disadvantage, yeah. So I do appreciate the fact that Ender's got the gunshot lethal hit, and then specifically never actually went for it. Just having the threat of something like that, he realized that it was good enough.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, god damn it.
I mean, it's green, it's daytime.
No, just because something is green doesn't mean it's good.
Hey. Broccoli, what about that?
Did you say broccoli or broccoli?
Broccoli, a vegetable.
Oh, okay. Cauliflower's better.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It really is, though.
No, it's not.
How is it not?
It doesn't taste as good.
Well, get better at cauliflower.
Okay, anyway. Ender's on the receiving end of a beatdown on this round. He needs to make something happen quick, and this could just be the opening he needs.
Yeah, it's not like Cervantes really needs a whole lot of openings, but solid playing possum from Exander to make sure that all he needed was that wall-rising kick at the end.
Agreed.
Classic hop at the beginning of a round. Oh, interesting. Now we're going for the legitimate lows that are not all that great on hit.
Yeah, the real lows.
Yeah. A little bit of overextension again. Exander continuing to stay patient and definitely has some pretty high stamina when it comes to playing this kind of patient spacing game. Enders knows exactly how to deal with the that one kick that's really good on block.
The throw?
Oh, okay. Got the timing down to the 9s.
Yeah, really.
Nice side step. It's gotten to the point where these guys have played so many games that, like, I feel like anytime anybody takes even a risk that one would consider reasonable, it never works out, and they always get blown up for it.
Yeah, like the IG our Enders did, like I'm not for it, you know?
Yeah, it's just interesting. Like the person who is playing the safest is the one who's winning.
Yeah. A matchup like this, I mean, Mirror, yes, but Cervantes, you know, he excels over basic things like whiff punish.
Yeah, just the sheer amount of damage that he gets when somebody makes a mistake. Not many people get more damage. Nightmare. That might be it. Purple Amy, I guess. And now we're only doing oh wow, he got another back grab. This is like the third back grab. Enders is the only person I think who got back grabs this tournament, and he got 3 of them so far.
Ooh.
Oh, that IGDR whiff goes off the wall again. Both big fans of doing that.
Hey. And to just chill.
I gotta deal with that guard crush though. Ooh! And he gets the game. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was slick.
I thought that was a force block, even if I did not know that you had the time to RI there. I will now say that I will remember that, knowing full well that I won't.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Yeah, you know, you might bust it out in like an online set with like a G2 on a ranked day. You never know.
Bust a move.
Bust a move. This is 1-1. Enders, Exander, Grand Finals, winner side. Or yeah, no, Exander's on the winner side. I flubbed that.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame. So, something that I always talk about when it comes to just like the dichotomy that you see from Grand Finals a lot is when you have the same match that you had in Winners Finals, which happens relatively often, right? The person who came from losers up to Grand Finals normally is the one who's going to be excelling in the games in the beginning, simply because his tournament life is on the line, and the person who stayed in Winners is not. He still has to like suffer a reset. But if the momentum that the person coming from losers dies out at 1-1, that's pretty tough, unless he comes up with something pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Might be totally wrong. I'm just, you know, speculating as to, you know, my normal experience with, you know, Grand Final sets.
Battle 2. Fight.
Oh, okay. There you
Yeah,
go.
once again, the second somebody takes a big risk, they're the one that gets screwed up. I have not seen a big risk like work out yet.
Bang.
Who can shoot somebody more? Okay. He doesn't get a ring out here, but a gigantic combo into a fantastic low that will give him the best Oki I've ever seen in my life.
Ever.
I've seen Oki before. That was the best.
Indeed. Oh dear. Not a good start for Enders. Only has a 70% life deficit.
I like the idea of going up to my opponent and just like waiting a while and then doing 2A plus B, and then my opponent doing the exact same thing.
Getting gunshots. Probably for the best if you want to secure these future rounds.
Yeah, so you know, not bad to have something like that going on. Man, that's another gunshot. Not to mention the amount of damage. Now, if he win, okay, so he's not going to win the round, but he did stack up quite a lot of gunshots. But that being said, the lethal hit really hasn't come into play because the only way to actually get those that lethal hit to go off is off of something that's a relatively high risk. I wouldn't normally call 3B plus K a high risk, but it just never works.
No, absolutely.
See?
Yeah.
See? It just keeps not working, and yeah, Anders is getting a little bit too tunnel visioned on that idea.
Again with the Okazemi, Ender's doing nothing on Oki and getting hit for it. His opponent's just attacking on the wake up.
Shut up. I want you to see the rest of this fountain. Ooh, nice backstep. He's gonna get his punish, yep. Not really gonna have to worry about guard damage if I had to bet, unless like some crazy soul charge stuff goes off. Alright, he's building up momentum now.
Ooh, he's
going up. He's on fire, still got soul charges. Oh, okay. Really surprised nobody spent any bar. Well.
Yep, there you have it. You just had to say it, and there you go.
But super, oh, he got the lethal hit too.
Yeah, just in time for the game to end.
Awesome. Those are the best kinds of lethal hits to get. It's like getting purple when you're already 2 rounds up. It's like, why?
Ooh, and I get to win even more.
Yeah, now I get to win with like pressing like 4 buttons instead of like 90.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
So what's the score now? 2-1?
Yes.
2-1 for Exander, right?
Enders.
No, Enders.
Enders just won that.
Enders.
Yeah.
Enders just won that.
Battle 1.
Alright, Geralt stage. Bang.
Bang bang. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of adaptations that Exander really needs to make. He needs to ensure that he's staying patient, obviously. But, you know, it was just the fact that, like, Enders was correct a lot of times in that last round. Looks like they're getting a little bit tired. A lot of GDRs instead of IGDRs now. Ooh, okay. That's a setup that happens specifically when you played against somebody a lot, because Exander got kind of blown up for trying to disrespect that Oki situation in previous sets, and so now Enders felt like he truly got the conditioning to work, so that he could get that grab. Oh, nice roll.
And no whiff punish. Gave it to you. He's right in front of you.
Yeah, Exander getting a little bit slow. You're too slow.
Too slow.
Ooh, nice whip punish. Oh, I really thought that was a ring out. Yo, okay. Go away, Enders. I'm batting you away like a fly. Imagine when... Oh, okay.
Ah, your rhythm, my guy.
Gotta feel it. Come on, feel it, feel it. Ooh, nice side flip. This is the Enders show right now.
There's still showing signs of life. He's fighting back. Just that when Enders gets his stuff going, it lasts for much longer, so he's getting more damage.
Yeah, he's definitely a more offensively based Cervantes player, which did not necessarily work out for him in the winner's final set, but it's working out significantly, and that's game, right? Yeah,
it's gonna
that's
it's gonna
totally
kill.
game. So we've got ourselves a reset.
Reset.
Now this is where the grand final set really begins, because before this, Exander didn't actually have his tournament life on the line. So I'm curious to see, this is where, you know, things can really change. It kind of happened to Enders when he played against Zeph in, I think it was like a Boominati thing a handful of weeks ago, where Enders was able to reset the bracket on grand finals, but then that's all he had.
Trying very hard
think
not to be
Enders-
biased on stream, but
Who would you want to win?
it's rough. It's a very difficult decision.
They are both the same rank.
I have to go with NLBC.
Yeah, interesting choice. Ugh.
Hey, gunshots again. Here we go.
This has been pretty solid on these post-BI situations.
Oh man, he is just in control.
Yeah, we are currently in the head of Exander. Even when we're dropping stuff, we're still in there. Gotta work. Oh. It's gonna be a really solid amount of damage. I feel like the combo's normally different, but I'm probably wrong.
For gunshots. 1A.
Feel like he's been correct about that 1A like every time. Yo, kicks. Yep.
Yeah, no, Xander's looking for the hole, the gap in Ender's rhythm to get those 2A plus Bs, but he's not cracking.
Yeah, you gotta mind the gap. Ooh, the classic Exander while rising A.
But not enough. He got hit twice for that one hit he